I never typically react to celebrity deaths, but this one hurts me. As a very proud nerd, creative, cosplayer, and Marvel fan since the first grade, I'm pretty fucking devastated. Stan Lee is amazing. It's a little difficult to refer to him in the past tense format because the news of his passing is so fresh. I didn't think that this day would come. The logical adult in me knows that he and his estate were planning for this by filming cameos in advance, especially with his recent health issues. As well, we know that once his wife Joan passed in 2017, that he wasn't the same, but it still hurts all the same to know that it's unfortunately real. As is such, with any celebrity death, there are critics and those who may not be, either intentionally or not as such, respectful to others. I'll let you know that the premise behind this rant is a biased one, as again, I've grown up with Marvel. This is very near to my heart, and near to many others as well, which is why I'm a little offended with some of the things that I've seen on the internet today. Of course, I know, with anything that you see online, you shouldn't take it personally. But I kind of feel like with Stan Lee, you should treat that man respectfully. You know, just, I feel like with the people who have come out with the negative commentary today, it's like a situation where you're riding a bus, elementary school, and everybody's just roasting everybody for kicks and giggles until somebody says, "Yo mama," and then the world stops and you clap back at them. They mama, they daddy, the whole generation, brick wall, bulldozer, L7 weenie, all that, because they insulted someone that you love and care about. That's the feeling that I get when I see these comments saying, well, he was 95, so it was just a matter of time. Are you genuinely sad, like with tears? I'm not gonna cry about it because he was 95, and I'm sad, but then again, I'm like, he was old and he was sick, he needed to pass. And those of us who are logical adults with cognitive reasoning and problem-solving skills know this. We know how old he was. We know that he has some health issues. We know that he filmed the next several series of cameos for the major Marvel blockbusters because things weren't looking the best. We know that he was devastated when his wife died. We know when we saw him at different conventions, there was a change in his demeanor and his energy, especially when sitting for photo ops and autographs. I am blessedly someone who met him, and though I had to sneak my pictures in, one of the things that I will never forget is that his assistant had to continually remind him to smile and to say hi to the people. Many of the ailments of these later years, we knew. There were also a couple of negative allegations made against him as well, and I'm not going to comment on those out of respect of all the parties involved, because that's a whole other enema that I'm not trying to discuss right now. But this still doesn't make it hurt any less to learn that one of your childhood heroes is gone. Or as my friend Jesse stated, he didn't die. Another world needed a hero. The ultimate point that I'm trying to make is to let people grieve how they wish to grieve. Whether it's someone they don't know personally or someone they've known their entire life. People all respond to death differently. It's fine if you don't care about the individual if they had no impact to you personally. There are people who put emotional ties to individuals, to celebrities, to others, and for whatever reason that it correlates for them. And that's fine. I can't tell you how to feel. I can only advise strongly that you just be a decent human being. and respect how people express themselves in times of grief. People dressed up in full regalia, church hats in their Sunday best, to sit in their living rooms and watch Whitney Houston's funeral on TV. When Whitney died, she was found face down in a bathtub with cocaine in her system. A lot of us know that she couldn't leave drugs alone, but is it right to declare that to someone who was moved by her passing? No. Whitney's fans still celebrated her life in the way that they felt appropriate. Aretha Franklin had an 8-hour funeral in which there were countless pink Cadillacs driving in the procession. Throughout the course of her passing and mourning, she stunted on her body from the afterlife with 3 outfit changes and a solid gold casket. How many people fell out like were overcome with grief? Is it okay to remind those folks that she had pancreatic cancer and she wasn't doing too hot in her later years? That it was just going to be a matter of time as it was anyways? Nah, fam. People still paid tribute and continue to do so today. Everybody went hard in the paint on poor Ariana Grande, blaming her for Mac Miller's overdose death. It is controversial and problematic as XXXTentacion, or whatever his name was. Many of his fans still praised him and passed along their condolences. Heath Ledger, Brittany Murphy, Kate Spade, Burt Reynolds, Prince, Barbara Bush, Michael Jackson, James Brown. Good health or not, whether he was 95 or 19, it really shouldn't matter the circumstances that surrounds one's death. Their passing is what affects us. And that is why you should just put some respect on Stan Lee's name. Let the nerd and geek community express our grief how it is that we feel. To us, Marvel was an escape. Marvel was a coping mechanism. Marvel helped to support those with dysfunctional situations and escape from their reality and their logical but fucked up situation. Many geeks, nerds, cosplayers, comic book fans, pop culture enthusiasts, many of us are hurt like hell. And justifiably so. We're not trying to comfort you in how it is that you grieve the individuals that you've agonized over. I shed legitimate tears today, which is one reason why I'm wearing this mask. But Marvel means something to me. Stan Lee means something to me. And though everyone does have their demons, and no one lives a perfect life, I still am affected by this. A lot of Marvel enthusiasts, creators, fans, artists, people, a lot of people are affected by this. Let the nerd community grieve how it is that we wish to grieve. Whether we feel like it's too soon or not. Whether we're hurt or not. Whether we're crying or not. This is a big fucking deal. A lot of us honestly thought this man, and we know that legally and scientifically it's not possible, but a lot of us thought that this man was immortal. So it's a shock to us. Let us have how we feel without judgment. That's all I'm asking. Please. You don't have to like it. You don't have to agree with it. Just don't come for people who are genuinely affected by somebody's death when there have been countless other celebrity deaths out there that people have been affected by, and we let y'all be. Face front, true believers. Excelsior.